Okay, so today I'm going to be doing my video over solving radicals using rational exponents. And basically what rational exponents are is basically you're just going to be simplifying expressions. Okay, so okay. Okay, so I'm going to do a very simple example of this. So we're going to do x squared, the square root of 10. Now, in this case, your 2 would be your exponent would be your numerator. And your root right here would be your denominator. Now, in order to simplify this, you're going to need to take your base, which in this case is x. So you're going to bring x down. You're going to take your numerator, which is 2, your exponent, bring 2 down, and then you're going to take your denominator, your root, which is 10, you're going to bring it down, so you're going to have x equals 2 over 10, and you're going to need to simplify it, which is going to equal x to the 1/5. Now, in order to get this back into a radical, you're going to need to take your rational exponent. You're going to need to take your base, which is x. So you're going to take your x, and then you're automatically going to assume that 1 is right here. And then you're going to take your root, which is 5. And there you go. That's your simplified expression. Okay, so next we're going to make it a little bit harder, and we're going to add a little bit of multiplication into this. So okay, so let's say I have radical 9 to the square root of 4 times 3. Now, in this case, when there's no exponents right here, you're automatically going to assume that this number is 1. Now, in order to break these pieces down, in order to multiply them, you're going to need to bring these down. So you're going to have 9, and then you're going to take your exponent, which is 1 in this case. So you're 1, and then you're going to take your root, which is going to be 4. You're going to have 9 over 9 and 1/4 times 3. And then you're going to take your exponent, which is 1. And then when there is no root right here, you're automatically going to think square root. And square root is 1 or 2. Now, the only way that we're going to be able to multiply these is if we make these the same bases. So in order to make these the same bases, we're going to have to turn 9 into 3 squared, and we're still going to have our 1/4 times 3 square root. but we're still not done. We can't have an exponent on top of an exponent. So in order to simplify that, we're going to have to multiply these. And when you multiply those, you're going to get 3 times 2, because you're going to 2 times 1. You're going to, right here, so you're still going to have 3 to the square root, 3 raised to the 2 over 4, and then you're going to have 3, well, 1/2 right here. But we are still not done. We have to simplify this again. So you're going to take the 3 to the 2/4 and simplify it again to make it 3 to the 1/2 times 3 to the 1/2. Okay, now this part gets a little tricky to me. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep your base, in this case, which is 3. So you're going to have 3. And then in this case, you're not going to multiply the exponents. You're just going to add them across. So 1/2 plus 1/2 is going to equal 1. So once you have that, it's going to be 3 to the exponent of 1. And your answer is simply just going to be 3. Okay, so I'm going to do one more example, and I'm going to show you how to deal with very big powers or big roots. So let's do square root of 6, 7, and 14. Okay. So remember, we always take the base, so in this case it would be 6. And then we take the numerator, which in this case would be 14. So 6, 14. And then we take the root, which in this case is 7. So essentially this is what we get. 6 equals 14 over 7. 6 and the 14 over 7. And then that simplifies to 6 squared. And once you get 6 squared, very simple, 6 squared turns into 36, and that's your answer. Okay, well, this pretty much sums up my video. I hope it was helpful, and appreciate the time.